Players, Haven with Gathering Magic coming with match number 3 with the Ayli Proc. I think this is a keepable hand. We have a Serra Ascendant. We have a Ranger. Opponent mulls to 6. Hopefully it's not another Tron deck. That is the worst feeling ever. And he bottoms the card that he mulligans. First turn Thoughtseize would be a bit rough. Ghost Quarter, not so much. And it's going to be a Relic of Progenitus, so I'm thinking this is another Tron with the main board. Relic. Another Ranger, just a really slow hand without the Martyr. But we can establish a first turn Serra Ascendant, and if we do draw into a Martyr next turn, we'll be okay. And I think we're going a Ghost Quarter. Okay, so this is going to be the mono black Eldrazi. There's an Expedition map to find the Eye of Ugin. Man, I think we need to run like 4 Ghost Quarters in this deck with all the greedy. Unfortunately, I think what we do is we don't want to go Windswept because it gives him something in the graveyard. It's going to be a Godless Shrine tapped. And go with another Ascendant. Too bad that's not a Martyr. We were close. And he may just actually Ghost Quarter off my Godless Shrine just to give something to exile. No, okay. Because the Wasteland Strangler is going to be very powerful. The Blight Herder is going to be powerful. But he'll sack the Expedition map to find an Eye of Ugin or an Eldrazi Temple. Probably the Eye at this point, because I actually taps for 3 mana towards an Eldrazi. Good news is, though, we do have Rangers coming up soon. And there's an Orzhov Charm to bring stuff back. But we'll go ahead and attack in with the Ascendant. And get up to a 23. And he still can't make me exile cards, so he can't go like Wasteland Strangler, but he's almost to the point to... Well, he is in the point to Oblivion Sower. 3, 4, 5. He has another land in hand. If he doesn't, we're in great shape there. He could just hardcast a Blight Herder. It's going to be a Thought-Knot Seer. That doesn't hurt us too much, because he... And we'll kill it. Yeah, I will kill the Thought-Knot Seer. This will allow us to draw a card. Maybe I should have done that. I don't want him to take the Orzhov Charm, though. I think that we need to kill the Thought-Knot Seer. We had draw a card. It might be a card he wants to take. No, it's a Ghost Quarter. He might actually... No, it has to be a non-land card. So, we can kill his Eye of Ugin. And at this point, I think he just takes a Ranger. Highly doubt he takes the Return to the Ranks. Yeah, I agree with the Ranger. Now, I think I do need a Ghost Quarter off an Eye. Again, he can still add 3 mana in my mana pool. He can cast a Wasteland Strangler here. He didn't play a land, though. I actually think that it might just be go for the Ranger. So you'll get 2 Martyrs. Possibly get a Weathered Wayfarer, but at this point, we're ahead in lands. One Martyr puts us up. I think we need 2 Martyrs. And then we'll attack in with the Serra Ascendants. Could have a Disfigure here for a Serra Ascendant. Back up to 21. Now he has to, if he's got a mass removal spell, he's got to use it. I don't think he goes for another Thought-Knot Seer. And we'll have to exile an Orzhov Charm, not a big deal. This could give him a Blight Herder. Blight Herder's not a big deal either. It can't stop a Serra's Ascendant. And neither can yes, a Thought Seer can stop a Serra's Ascendant. Reality Smasher. And I'm surprised he used another Urborg, because now I'll probably kill that Urborg. And he Thought Seizes away a Martyr? Possibly? Maybe a Proc? Anything's bad here with Thoughtseize. Takes 2 damage here. I don't think he wants attacking with the Reality Smasher. I mean, he does have the Relic of Progenitus to make me eat a card. But I do believe I take the Urborg Tomb Yawgmoth out now. Takes the Proc, which, with the Relic, I don't think that's necessarily a smart play. You got to attack in here, and it does, yeah, you got to get me down to 16. But I don't know if that matters. I mean, it'd be attacking in for lethal if he attacks in. Because I still think that'll gain 3, that'll gain 6, and this one will gain 3. That'll be 9 life. I can block 2 of it with the Reality Smasher. But not attacking in is also not a good option. Well, here's a very good option for us. We're in a Ghost Quarter. And I'm going to Martyr. Doesn't his Martyr win here? Because the game's 6 and 9. Yeah, it does. So I guess he goes to a 1. Go up to a 42. We're going to take out... I still think we take out the Urborg Tomb Yawgmoth. Shuts down the Ivugin being able to produce mana. And takes out a possible double black, which could be Damnation, which I think is really like the only thing that can get him out of this scenario. We'll get rid of, at this point, we don't need a Martyr. Actually, it should have been the Proc I got rid of. Because it's something that I really... I want the Ghost Quarter in case we just top deck into a Sun Titan. I guess Return of the Ranks could have got back another Martyr. But I don't think we're going to be casting Return of the Ranks at this point. He's down to a 1. There's not... I'm surprised he didn't blow the Relic there to draw a card. But the Reality Smasher can't come close to getting us down below. Dismember can't cast. He can ultimate price one of them. Yeah, he's trying to... Can't tap the Eye of Ugin for mana, so the Ghost Quarter has to be tapped for mana. And then that kind of hampers his ability to tap for colorless as well. Ghost Quarters are decent versus our Emeria strategy. Let's go on to the sideboard. I think Wrath of God's actually decent in this one, rather than Path. I don't think there's anything we care too much to Path. What I do think, Wrath of God, Stony Silence, I think does hurt if he's playing Mind Stones. I don't know if we need a Memoricide either, or Spellbomb I don't need, or Disenchant. I mean, he is running Expedition maps, and so I do think we bring in Stony Silence. I think it hurts him enough. Weathered Wayfarer might not be the best card to bring to have in versus this, because it's a lot of times I think that we are going to be ahead in lands on this particular deck. Well, probably not. So Orzhov Charm is not a necessity. It can still kill creatures, though. This is fine. Proclamation of Rebirth with his ability to recur from the graveyard might be the wrong player. Sun Titan. I'm going to take out Return of the Ranks for sure. We'll keep in Sun Titan and 2 walls. I think 2 walls is the right play. We don't need Spellskite. This is one of those matchups I would love a Leyline. But we'll submit this. I think this is fine. It's not the greatest hand. But we do have yeah, it's not. We have the Proclamation in hand. And the Emeria. Both of which will demand an answer. He can Thoughtseize me here, though. Relic. So we'll Emeria first turn. See if we can draw into that lovely Stony Silence. A Squadron Hawk, which is actually incredibly good, because this allows Ayli to start using Squadron Hawks to exile any permanents. Ghost Quarter's annoying for the Emeria. Another Relic. So I'm sure he'll just eat this one. Surprise on that he doesn't. Set a Stony Silence off the top. That'd be the best. We'll go Plains. Again, I don't want to give him anything to exile. And we'll just go get a Singleton. I think Martyr can go 3/6. I think we do Martyr here. And then pass. I'm sure he'll cycle off a Relic. So off to a sort of slow start with our opponent. There's no Eye, no Eldrazi Temple. There's the Eye. So now we can actually 3/4/5. He can go Thought-Knot Seer. Inquisition can take the Ayli and then force me to get rid of it. He actually can take a Squadron Hawk as well. So that was a great play there. Too many lands in our hand. I need to avoid drawing lands. We need something more relevant, like a Stony Silence would be beautiful. It takes a Squadron Hawk. And I'm sure he can force me out too. Get rid of the Squad Hawk. So we'll exile the Squadron Hawk. Still has only 2 mana now available with the 2 from Ayavugan. So it could be a Wasteland Strangler for the Martyr. And just the 3rd Relic. And no play from our opponent other than that. So, okay, so we will cast Ayli. Ayli does... Wasteland Strangler's rough. He might have taken him out. Oh, beautiful. That was the card we wanted. Now he's got a sack a Relic. But it gets rid of that other Relic, which is still kind of keeping us down. He's going to disfigure off the... Yeah, that'll get rid of a Martyr. And then force me to... He doesn't get a card, though. I'm definitely okay with that. Yeah, absolutely okay with that. I'll trade a card for a Martyr. Getting some major lag here with MTG. That's why I'm having to click a bunch of times. So Stony Silence, 0 cards, 0 cards. He's got to find an answer now for the Stony Silence. We'll play the Windburst Heights. And then just pass the turn. So 2 cards left in our opponent's hand. So he's got a Thought-Knot Seer. A Blight Herder, which he has to give me back 2 cards if he's going to... And both of those are cards I can get, I believe, with Proclamation. So I think I'm definitely... Well, I can't get back the Squadron Hawk, but I can get back the Martyr. And I think at this point we just get a Mistveil Plains because it actually taps for black as well. And we just need to stabilize. Ugh, hated that card. We'll play another one. This will give me some defense versus the Scions. And pass the turn. We need Martyrs, or we need Rangers and impactful cards like that. We're in Sun Titan range, which is going to be a very, very good card versus our opponent. We have to worry about like Ulamog, if this is even an Ulamog type Eldrazi build. A lot of them are just running a lot more of the mid-range Eldrazi's. If he attacks me with Blighter, I might just actually trade. I don't think I do. We'll just take the 5 or the 4 and go down to 14. Sack the... Ooh. All right, now I wish I would have. Oh, I don't have anything in the... Yes, I do. No, I don't. He's just casting a Wasteland Strangler because there's nothing in my exile zone. Right? And we'll go get another Mistveil Plains. And Squadron Hawk is beautiful. We can actually shuffle. Yeah, we'll shuffle in a Squadron Hawk right now. And then that way we can go get all of them. And now we have a blocker. And Proclamation is almost online for the Martyr. See what he attacks in. At this point, I think I take the Blight Herder. Need to stabilize. I think that gives me 4 life and then subsequent. Did I forget to play a land last turn too? So an expedition map that cannot be played as well with the Stony Silence. So play a Plains and we'll Squad Hawk. I think that's the only Squad Hawks I want to use. Maybe I should put one more out. But we need to avoid drawing in any more lands, and then we can start... Actually, hitting land drops is okay. I think we do need to take out the Wasteland Strangler. Reality Smasher, I think, is going to get us. There's nothing I can do against it. The trample is just incredibly potent. We need to block the Wasteland Strangler. We have to go... Wrath of God next turn. I can Proclamation back a Martyr, though, to give me another turn. Another Stony Silence is bad. So I think we just have to use a proc. I hate using it right now because it's the... And it only gains me 9 life. So, but I think it's the best option. Don't have another card. Now I'm wishing I would have kept the Ayli back because it could actually block the Reality Smasher, but I couldn't foresee that was going to happen. So we're going to return a Martyr back from the graveyard. And not even quite sure we go Squadron Hawk, and we can block... No, we can't go Squadron Hawk. So this is going to gain us 9 life. And we just have one Hail Mary. A Sun Titan could actually do it too. Sun Titan would be beautiful if we draw into a Sun Titan. Gain 9 life here. Go to 12, but then go down to 5. And hopefully get that Wrath of God off the top. Ranger would also work. Ranger, Wrath of God. Not Serra's Ascendant. I don't think Serra's Ascendant does it. Might give us another turn, just because it gives us enough blockers. But now we can't tutor. Oh, I should have. No, Godless Shrine would have to take life here, so... Pass a turn. Block all the Eldrazi signs and go to a 1, unless he's got removal. And then we have to top deck into the Sun Titan or the Wrath of God. So block here, block here, block here. Go to a 1. And give us one more turn of it, one more draw. Another relic. Well, that's all those relics, isn't it? Isn't the other one exiled? Yeah. So, come on, Wrath. Off the top. Stony Silence is not going to do it. That is game. All right. So, onto the sideboard. I still, now that I'm knowing Spellskite actually might be decent. It can block Wasteland Stranglers, and it can also protect the rest of the combos. So I'm going to bring in a Spellskite. And Orzhov Charm against the... Orzhov Charm is fine. It's just the walls. The walls are quite weak in this matchup. I could bring back in Paths. It's just that for the Smashers, I have to discard a card to use a Path. The Wayfarer, I still think getting a Ghost Quarter is good. So let's go ahead and submit this. All right. So, Stony Silence, we keep a Stony Silence hand. So let's hope that's not the case. And it's just a Pithing Needle, which, really, I don't know. He needs to name Ayli here. Martyr of Sands, yeah, Martyr of Sands it just doesn't do a whole lot. We'll go Plains here and then Stony Silence. And now if he doesn't have a Thoughtseize, that I'm okay with Martyr being named with the Needle. We have a hard time now getting over the life with the Ayli. Inquisition now takes whatever. Ranger is what I assume he's going to take, but it's another card for a card. He needs to find an Eldrazi Temple in Ivugin without being able to tutor it with a Expedition map. Yeah, actually, I have no way to get above the life total required. I mean, it would take a lot of Serra Ascendant hits. He's going to surgically extract them. Again, I'm okay with that. I think it's pretty much a dead card at this point. I think he just wants cards now in the graveyard for him to Blight Herder. And he gets to look over my entire deck to see exactly what I run. So it's going to be drawing a bunch of Wrath of Gods and then getting value eventually for that Sun Titan. The more and more I play this deck, the more I want more Sun Titans. It's so hard to close out the game when they shut down a lot of the... Oh, beautiful. That's a great card to draw into. But now we need a land. Sulphur Spring, so he is the red base deck that runs Slaughter games. Emeria will be good for late game. Now we have the Ranger that can tutor up. At this point, all the Serra's Ascendants. There's an Eldrazi Temple. I'm not going to destroy it. He could go Reality Smasher here. I'm just going to tutor up as many things possible with Ranger. No other flex cards. I still have my Weathered Wayfarer that might be decent to find me. Yeah, to find recurring Rangers with the Emeria, I think we'll be fine. Even if we can't gain life, we'll be able to chump block forever each turn with Emeria. Didn't bring in the Kami, though. The Kami's going to be an issue. If he Blight Herders, I might need to use a Wrath of God right off the bat. Probably not, though. I can safely Ranger and block a Blight Herder token. I also have this Orzhov Charm that we can use. Another Plains. Now I can keep up the Ghost Quarter. I can actually kill the Eldrazi Temple. Or the Sulphurous Springs. Either one. So we'll Ranger here. And just get Weathered Wayfarer and Serra Ascendant. At this point, we will sack to kill the Eldrazi Temple. And pass the turn. Seagate Wreckage, which you can start drawing cards with out of cards. He's a Reality Smasher. And then attack. I'm going to take it. I'm going to play another Ranger next turn. Sun Titan is beautiful. We do need the lands for it. And we'll get 2 more Ascendants. And then pass the turn. And this should require like a Disfigure for the Reality Smasher. I hope he overextends. Because we will Wrath of God if that's the case. So Wasteland Strangler would be decent. Actually, double Wasteland Strangler. If drop a land and another Wasteland Strangler would be ideal, because then we'll be able to get tons of value. See if we get smashed again. I'm okay with another Reality Smasher. Thought Not Seer would be difficult, because he'd take the Wrath of God. We'll double block, which could lead to a disfigure, but I'm okay with that. All right, so the Rally Smasher's taken care of. The cost of 2 Rangers. There's a Flooded Strand. We won't even have to crack it, which is nice. We will use a Weathered Wayfarer, though. And that way, in response to a cracking, we'll be able to... we can hold priority with the Flooded Strand and then use the Weathered Wayfarer. Or if he's full of, like, relics. And I have Ugin. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5... Ooh. We have to tutor up a Ghost Quarter now to deal with that. Yeah, he's 1 off. So... we'll do that. So we're going to hold priority. I guess we didn't even need to do that. And we will get the Ghost Quarter. And we can just throw in a Plains. Guess I could have... well, we didn't have the land in hand. Otherwise, we could have just cast the Sun Titan. Yeah, you can't use that for Eye of Ugin. Doesn't work that way. He has to tap it for just the Eldrazi Temple for 1. So he's going to have to untap. He's trying to tap Eldrazi Temple for 2, but it's just 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. He can't tutor. That is not... Eye of Ugin is not an Eldrazi card. It's just a legendary land. So we'll wait till he figures it out. So there's 1 Eye of Ugin down. I'm not quite sure we need to do anything here. I could just cast a Martyr to give me a target, or a Serra Ascendant for a target if I cared. We still need to draw into a land next turn. So, yeah, we'll put out a Serra Ascendant. I'll put out 2 of them. That gives us blockers. Gives him some bait, too. Maybe he's got Ugins in his hand. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 still. He needs, what, 2 more mana? And if we just naturally draw into a land next turn, we will have the Sun Titan, which we can take out. At this point, I just might take out a... we'll still take out an Eldrazi Temple. Getting pretty close for the Emeria. Oh, that does hurt with the Drown in Sorrow. And he likes the card on top of his library. Another Eye of Ugin. So now we need to... we're going to Orzhov Charm in a turn here. For the Weathered Wayfarer. Unfortunately, we are out of... oh, and he's got a Disfigure. Okay. Alright, so we need to draw into a land here. Otherwise, I think we are done. Well, Proclamation of Rebirth does not do it. We could bring back a bunch of guys. I still think that's our best chance. Unfortunately, he's going to go tutor up an Ugin next turn. I'm not sure we can fight off the Ugin. And I hate to use this Proclamation again. It's just one of those cards that I want to just be using to reveal. Well, we're going to do it. Because we need that Weathered Wayfarer out to find us that last land. Cannot kill an Ugin, though. Wasteland Strangler. He's going to kill off the Weathered Wayfarer. Very annoying. And then proceed to tutor up Ugin, and then we lose the game. So close. Needed that last mana for the Sun Titan to take away these eyes. That drawing of that second eye was pretty unlucky for us. And no Relic of Progenitus. Maybe cut them. He is going to choose to draw cards here, though. Which might mean he doesn't have an Ugin. See if it's another Wasteland Strangler. Reality Smasher. That one does hurt. That might force out a Wrath of God. Unless I draw a land. At least we do have some options. So go down to an 8. Oh, I should have blocked. Actually, well, we can attack in with the Serra Ascendant if we need to. So, come on, land off the top. That is not a land, but it's still another option. Unfortunately, though, we can't. Do I need to Wrath? I think I'd rather Orzhov Charm, whether if it's another Smasher that he finds. I think we have to Wrath. Surprised he just doesn't start using the Eye of Ugin. He does have the mana. Now he sees it. See if we can hit that land. We do. Perfect. So now we'll Sun Titan. I think we actually will sack this to go get a Plains. So we'll Sun Titan and get back a Ghost Quarter. Which now he'll tutor it up, and I hope it's not a Ugin. I hope it's just like another Reality Smasher. But, or an Ulamog, excuse me, not an Ugin. But even he can't even cast it if that's the case. Oblivion Sower, which is decent, but Sun Titan actually works pretty well. Oblivion Sower will be annoying. Expedition Map cannot activate. And I'm surprised he's just killing these. Well, because he wants to get down low enough so we can use the Seagate Wreckage. But Sun Titan's going to be able to crush in. Unless he's got another. So he gets 4 cards. Let's see what he gets as far as the Exile cards are concerned. Martyr, Wrath, and Stony Silence. And then he does get an Emeria, which, that's annoying because it should... well, we can get back a Ghost Quarter and kill our own Emeria and then get it back. We'll kill an Eldrazi Temple, though. Maybe the Seagate Wreckage, actually, is what we'll go ahead and attack in with. Where's the Ghost Quarter? And he's out of lands. That's good news for us. We do want him to block. Yeah, I'd rather do damage to him. We can flashback him with an Orzhov Charm with the Weathered Wayfarer to help find. Yeah, he can Inquisition all he wants. Another grindy match. Apologize for how long these are. This is Martyr Proc for you. Takes an Orzhov Charm. And we're going to return a creature, or return target creature card, convert mana cost 1, which is the Weathered Wayfarer, back to play. That way we can start tutoring up lands. We'll hold priority here. Get a... Mistveil Plains is okay. It will allow for tutoring, but I think we'll just get... Yeah, Mistveil Plains is fine. And get a regular Plains here is okay too. Attacking with the Sun Titan. Bring back a... We could actually bring back an Ayli. I think we just continue to bring back... Ghost cards 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I think we need to bring back... Is there a Godless Shrine here? Flooded Strand. This way we can start getting back cards. I think we just still go Ghost Quarter. And now his temple is destroyed. And he needs a... There's another Ghost Quarter that can destroy my Emeria, but I can just bring it back. Not a big deal. So he's got 6, I have 7, so now the Weathered Wayfarer is not doing anything. So I'm going to thin out. Go get a Mistveil Plains again. And we'll attack the Sun Titan. And this time I think we can bring back Ghost Quarter again. That's fine. We're destroying lands each turn. And take care of the Sulphurous Springs. Now he has no colorless, so he can't do Reality Smashers. Thoughtseize can take care of a Martyr, not a big deal. Spellskite is actually really good to protect the Sun Titan. Once again, get a Ghost Quarter. Oh, I guess I can't protect the Sun Titan. I have a Stony Silence out. But now I just have to be good at clock management and we'll eventually grind him out here. Godless Shrine. One more Ghost Quarter. We'll still keep doing this. Destroy the swamp. Now he's out of range of some of his Thought-Knot Seer type cards. Wasteland Strangler can kill. Ooh, now we can't attack in. Oh, then I will go get Emeria. So, another Godless Shrine. Attacking the Sun Titan. And where is Emeria? Uh-oh. Yep, there it is. And I'm sure he'll double block here. So now he needs to draw into a Ghost Quarter. We'll block the Oblivion Sower with the Spellskite. And I don't know why he played that. And then we return the Sun Titan. And then I think that we, at this point, return Ayli. Ha! Get another Flooded Strand. We'll crack it. There's another Godless Shrine. And then pass the turn. Ghost Quarter, that guy is really annoying. Drew into a Ghost Quarter, but that just kind of sets back. I just attack again with the Sun Titan and get it. And he's trying to clock me at this point. Draw into another land. I think we have one more land, 2 more lands in the deck. Go ahead and grab Emeria back. And he'll block the Sun Titan again. At this point, he's, again, just clock management is key. So we'll bring back a Ranger. And grab 2 more guys just as beaters. Wrath of God is fine. Serra Ascendant, Martyr. And get another Serra Ascendant. Down to a 6. Gets a Caverns of Souls, which does not do anything unless he's got another Wasteland Strangler in his hand, which a Thought Knot Seer can take a Wrath of God. Another annoying card, though. But we'll swing in with everything next turn. Pass turn. And there's the concession. Oh, barely pulled that off. Anyway, this is Kevin with RogueDeckBuilder.com or with GatheringMagic.com. Thanks for watching.